Chennai Super Kings game against Royal Challengers Bangalore was potentially going to be MS Dhoni's last ever IPL game in his career. But is it really? I mean, it is worth noting that at this point we still haven't gotten any official confirmation on MSD's retirement, and the kind of performances that he has put in this year has actually led to a lot of fans and experts though saying that maybe he should actually look to just play another season. I mean, there is one thing saying that, father time waits for everyone, but if Dhoni can keep performing this way, they say, then why not continue playing just for the love of the fans, just for the love of the game? It's compelling argument. Whether or not it's the right one is a different matter, but in this video what we're going to do is actually look at some of the reactions that came in after the match, and then we'll assess things the way we do here on Sports Today. Let's start off with some expert opinions. First off, you had a Robin Uthappa say that, look, I don't think it's going to be the last season. In fact, he said that I don't think we have seen the last of MS. He's not someone who takes these things lightly. He will come back roaring for sure. He's not someone who takes these things lightly. He will come back roaring for sure. Another reaction then came in from one of Dhoni's former teammates in Shane Watson. He said, fingers crossed MSD can roll out again for at least 1 to 2 years, fulfilling this role which is less demanding physically on him. Now, I get the point he makes here, because again, Dhoni has been coming to bat so lower down the order that this does definitely take less of a toll overall on his body. And it is something that he could actually potentially keep doing, as he says, for at least another 1-2 years. Another reaction, and this one with a little bit more gravitas behind it, came from CSK's bowling consultant Eric Simmons, who offered a very non-cryptic answer in response to whether or not this would be Dhoni's last year. He said that, look, MS knows what he is going to do. This year, I've seen him hit the ball well right down to the pre-season camps. He will have to make the decision. What Eric Simmons has said is no comment. It's basically a longer version of him saying don't comment. But what exactly have fans been saying about this? Well, this is where things get interesting, and we'll start off with someone who's both a fan of MSD and has also played alongside him, Irfan Pathan, who took to social media to post definitely not, hinting at the fact that maybe this will be the time he doesn't choose to retire. Now we're going to quickly roll through some fan reactions on this entire thing as well. We had one say that, listen, I'm your fan since childhood, please don't retire MS Dhoni, posting it with a heartbreak emoji on it. Another fan said that if MS Dhoni does retire after this game, and it was the final game we saw him play, then both his final knocks ended in unfulfilled chases. For a man whose career was defined as one of the greatest finishers, quite ironic that his final innings ended like this. Another fan then says, dear Dhoni, please don't retire. If this was the last time we saw you walk away, thank you for everything in yellow and in blue. Yet another fan, and this one was really interesting because it was caught on TV cameras, and it was one of the RCB fans that made this banner. In fact, it was Kohli fans saying, listen, please no retirement, Dhoni, requested Kohli fans. Very, very interesting indeed that you saw fans of one cricketing legend come forward for another cricketing legend, but it doesn't end here. Another one says that MS Dhoni has won everything. If he wanted to retire on just a winning note, he would have done it last season or played another match after the World Cup like Sachin to get a farewell match with all the attention. But Dhoni doesn't like such things. He goes out silently, which perhaps explains why it is we haven't gotten that official retirement confirmation just yet. But one rather unpopular opinion also came in from a certain fan who said that CSK fans will hate me for saying this, but Dhoni should have not played in this year's IPL. भाई कितना सही हारता हुआ मैच जीते थे ये लोग, and he's referring to, of course, the IPL 2023 final. Then we got to see this iconic moment attaching an image of Dhoni lifting Jadeja. He said, "Kash Dhoni sir, last year he retired ho jate IPL se," and that's also a legitimate way of looking at things. It does make sense for an athlete to retire on a high. And Dhoni leading CSK to their record equaling 5th title, there could have perhaps been no bigger high than that, especially when you consider he was performing relatively well and his captaincy sense remained as sharp as ever. But what do you think? We've heard from the experts, we've heard from certain fans on social media. We want to hear from you guys. Do you think Dhoni should continue playing? Do you think he maybe needs to call it a day? You can let us know the answers to that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now, from my side though, it is goodbye.